Good evening. I want to ask the question tonight, why does Solomon address sons and not daughters at the beginning of chapter 4, and indeed much of the Proverbs? Why is Solomon speaking directly to sons and not to daughters? And welcome back to Everyday Talk 24/7. It's great to be with you on this Wednesday, September 10th. So is Solomon being sexist? Is he ignoring women, ignoring girls, daughters, because he favors men? Is that what he's doing? That's what the people of our culture would think. Sadly, some of our translations will say children instead of sons. But there's a reason why he's saying sons. It's because our sons have the responsibility to carry on the legacy of God, to protect women, to protect the honor of God, and to raise sons and daughters who will be faithful to God. This was a legacy, a heritage that Solomon was well aware of. It has nothing negative about women at all, just the opposite. It holds daughters, girls, women in the highest regard. Because the challenge is there for young men to stand up and be real men of faith, to protect the honor and dignity and specialness of what it means to be a woman. That's why Solomon says, my sons. He's calling out sons for life who will stand up and be good husbands and good fathers, good men of integrity, who will protect the honor of women and not devalue it, who will respect women deeply, who will see that they are created co-equally with him, with the same level of significance. Women are not less important. Men are not more important. That's not what Solomon is saying. He's saying that the spiritual leadership needs to come from sons who will then become husbands and fathers and leaders. Sadly, the spiritual role has fallen to women in our culture. You very seldom see men who are addressed as true spiritual men. I'm not talking about macho. I'm not talking about standing and pounding the pulpit or being Mr. Macho with weapons or those kinds of things. There's all a place for that in some ways. I'm talking about someone here who will have the courage to live and display the wisdom of God. To have the courage to be someone who follows the direction of the Proverbs. Someone who knows that a gentle answer turns away wrath. A real man can do that. A fake man, a man of bravado, will not. A man who stands on his authority doesn't understand what that means, that a soft answer, a gentle answer turns away wrath. A son who has been raised to embrace life will understand that pleasant words promote instruction. He will understand that he needs to confess his sins. He will need to understand that it's not about many words. It's not about overpowering people. It's about being committed to God so that you have all the power that you need. A son raised for life, the one that Solomon is trying to address here. My son, don't forget your father's commands. Don't forsake your mother's teaching. Is someone who will have integrity, who will protect, someone who will not objectify women and use them for their own personal pleasure. Way too many men in the supposed church of God are objectifying women and using them. And then they hide behind the thing, well, we're all equal. No, we're not in terms of responsibility. Men, it is our responsibility to protect the honor and dignity of women. That's his sons for life. That's why Solomon is speaking to them. So Solomon is not being sexist here. He's issuing a call to arms, a call to action, to raise sons who will grow up to be men of courage and valor and faith, who will protect, who will honor, who will live for God's honor and not their own, who will not be slaves to pornography, who will not be slaves to their own lusts and desires, who will not sit and objectify women to get what they want, but understand that they've been given a precious, precious duty and honor to protect families, to protect women, to protect daughters. That's why Solomon is saying, my son, because that's what men have been called to do. We've forgotten that. Let's raise up men. Let's raise up sons, sons for life, who will stand for what it means to be truly a warrior for God, using God's weapons and not the weapons of this world. Let's listen to what the Holy Spirit is telling us. My sons, young men, rise up and be what you were called to be. So I just wanted to say that as we're starting this section on Proverbs. It's so important. Again, great to be outside tonight. Great to be with you. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.